you know, going into Igbo and having had an experience and going through and being initiated to a Batala, which are two totally different energies, you know, I felt vulnerable because I walked into Igbo trying to be vulnerable to begin with because, it was shared with us to try to leave as much of that stuff or what Baba been talking to us about for the last year or so, leave some of that trauma outside, and kind of deal with as much of it as I possibly could. So going into Igbo I tried to allow myself to be vulnerable. And on the other side of it, I still felt vulnerable, but my vulnerability was really about, I put up this hard exterior. And I had to do that as a little kid, because I had to survive the experiences that I was going through. So I had to leave all those emotions and all those feelings, those things were a liability to me. So I had to put up this hard exterior. So that's why when I was in Igbo, man, I was up in Igbo crying. Karanga hit me on the, man, you good? I said, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm just trying to let it go. And that just don't stop in those 5 days.
Right.
It continued. But for me, I had to continue to allow myself to be open and to feel the uncomfortable feelings and emotions, which definitely came. And I know we've been in priesthood for the last 2 years, and I know we hitting our group because when the 2 year came up, man, I was feeling some type of way, man. I was feeling emotional, man, and all kind of stuff. And I was wondering if some of my brothers was feeling some of the same energies. And yet, there y'all was feeling some of the same things. So coming out of that, I really felt vulnerable, but I knew that if I was willing, that I had the tools given to me. I can go to Ifa, I can go to Obatala, and I can get that spiritual GPS going to help to lead me and direct me on how I need to do. Because see, when I'm in a vulnerable state, the first thing I want to do when I feel like you coming at me left, I want to just and I got to pause on that. I've heard Oseun say, man, I'm always waiting for the stuff to jump off. I'm always waiting for it to jump off. And I'm the same way, but I had to allow myself to just relax and just know and understand that the Egun was there, or Batala was there, Ifa, and the whole deal. So for me, for the most thing was feeling vulnerable and allowing myself to be vulnerable. Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe.